What's up guys, and welcome back to some Kingdom Hearts. Now the point of this video is to discuss about the leveling system for Kingdom Hearts 3. Now after watching all the trailers, it seems like the game will have the traditional command menu. So we can say that the gameplay will feel a bit like Kingdom Hearts 2's. Since Kingdom Hearts 3 will feel like Kingdom Hearts 2, let's say, will the game have a dive into the heart part in the beginning? Now what is dive into the heart? Dive into the heart, or let's call it the awakening, is a tutorial in the beginning. Once you start a new game, you have to go through this tutorial phase, where you get the chance to choose how your stats will be affected. Now in Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2, we had the sword, the shield, and the staff. If you picked one and sacrificed another, then that would basically influence the order in which you would obtain abilities. And plus, let's say if you chose the sword in the beginning, you'd get a boost in strength. If you chose the shield, you'd get a boost in defense. And same thing goes for the staff. If you picked that one, you'd get a boost in magic. So far, Dive into the Heart or The Awakening has appeared in 4 games. We have the first game, the second game, Birth by Sleep, and Recoded. Out of the 4, Birth by Sleep was different. It didn't involve the character choosing an item in the beginning. The player simply had to choose a character. And since the game will be a bit similar to Kingdom Hearts 2, I'm going to assume that the beginning tutorial part will involve the player choosing an item and giving up the other. Look, this is simply all speculation. I mean, the game might not even have a dive into the heart in the beginning. Maybe the tutorial will look completely different. Okay, let's assume there's going to be a dive into the heart in the beginning. What's the theme going to be? What do I mean by theme exactly? If you remember in Kingdom Hearts 1, the theme revolved around the Princesses of Heart. Now the Princesses of Heart played an important role in the story, and because of that, the theme of Dive into the Heart involved the Princess of Heart on the panels on the floors, if you know what I mean. And in Kingdom Hearts 2, the story involved Sora's nobody, Roxas. And again, because of that, the tutorial revolved around Sora and Roxas. We had Sora on the panel, the glass floor thingy. So the theme basically follows a main aspect from the storyline. It's pretty simple. Okay, now what games have we received so far? New games. Well, nothing major. We got Unchained Key on mobile, and we have the upcoming back cover in Kingdom Hearts 2.8. What if, assuming there's going to be a dive into the heart, what if the theme revolves around the foretellers? I'd imagine that the character, the player, walking in like 5 locations. We have 5 foretellers, right? And each panel would have a picture of each foreteller. It's as simple as that. Oh, and back cover isn't really a game in 2.8. It's basically cutscenes. That's pretty much it. Okay, now since we have 5 foretellers, does that mean we'd have to choose one of them? I don't think so. That's pretty much Unchained Key we're talking about. What I'm saying is, the theme might follow the foretellers. It's pretty simple. And as usual, the player might choose between a sword, a shield, and a staff. And just like Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2, choosing one will affect the order in which you obtain every single ability. And depending on which one you pick and sacrifice, you'll gain a specific stat boost. It might be defense, it might be magic, it might be strength. So yeah, there you have it. Okay, now what about level pacing? Remember in Kingdom Hearts 1 where you had to answer these bunch of questions on Destiny Islands? And depending on the answers picked, you'd gain one of the 3. We had Dusk, Midday, and Dawn. Dusk basically made the player level up pretty slowly in the beginning until level 35 or level 40, something like that. Midday was a normal pace, where the player leveled up at the same rate throughout the whole game. And then we had Dawn, where the player would level up pretty quick in the beginning until level 40 or something like that. But then it would slow down. Now, would you guys like to see something similar in Kingdom Hearts 3? I personally would love to have something like this. Not only it's a cool option, but it also adds strategy to the game. Would you like to start off the game leveling up pretty fast, at a normal pace, or at a slow pace? And I believe that would make the game a lot more interesting. Now let's move on to something else. Will Kingdom Hearts 3 have any shared abilities? What are shared abilities exactly? Shared abilities are abilities such as high jump, glide, and super glide. Now the shared abilities option was only part of Kingdom Hearts 1. I'm not saying the abilities were removed. That option, or words let's say, simply got removed from the menu. Now how were these abilities exactly obtained in Kingdom Hearts 1? Well, for example, to obtain super glide we had to defeat the Phantom. To obtain high jump, we had to unlock a chest and Mostro. But in Kingdom Hearts 2, unlocking abilities such as high jump and super glide required leveling up drive forms. And plus, drive forms gave us a lot more abilities. For example, by leveling up Wisdom Form, we'd gain Quick Run, and by leveling up Master Form, we'd gain Aerial Dodge. And that was one pretty cool option in Kingdom Hearts 2. Now after watching Kingdom Hearts 3 trailers, we can notice Glide, Aerial Dodge, and Dodge Roll. so far. Now I'm kind of wondering, how will those abilities be obtained throughout the game? Dry forms haven't been confirmed. Does that mean that we'll have to unlock those abilities by beating a bunch of enemies and unlocking chests? Who knows? Or what if we had the chance to switch between outfits? Technically, the 3 fairies from Kingdom Hearts 2 gave Sora the dry form ability, and by gaining the outfit from Kingdom Hearts 2, we'd easily use the dry forms. But I believe that's very unlikely. I mean, we already have flow motion and interaction flow, and they look pretty overpowered. So I'm guessing abilities such as glide, super glide, high jump will be obtained by defeating a specific enemy or by finding chests. Okay, now there's one thing I loved about Kingdom Hearts 1's leveling scheme, and it has to do with the HP. If we compare Kingdom Hearts 1 with Kingdom Hearts 2, Kingdom Hearts 2 involved defeating the main boss, and that would basically boost our HP, but in Kingdom Hearts 1, the player simply had to level up normally, and by doing that you'd gain a bunch of HP boosts, and that's what I actually loved about that game. It gave you like this sense of accomplishment. If you're someone who likes to take their time in a game and grind for XP, then in the long run you'd basically have more HP, and that's pretty cool. Now about grinding, if you remember in Kingdom Hearts 1, by defeating Sephiroth in the Olympus Coliseum over and over, you'd basically level up every time. Now will Kingdom Hearts 3 have like this secret boss which we can defeat many times over and over? If so, that would be pretty neat. But of course it's gonna be a bit hard in the beginning, you know. You've never faced this villain before. But once you get used to the combat, it becomes a breeze. And gaining XP becomes super easy. Well, I don't know, I used to do that with Sephiroth in Kingdom Hearts 1. I also think that Kingdom Hearts 3 should have like these secret hidden random areas with like strong enemies. Like they randomly pop up and you realize, oh, these guys are pretty tough. And by defeating them you gain extra XP and special items. About tech points. They can be helpful, but nah, they give an extra boost of XP, let's say. Tech points were present in Kingdom Hearts 1. And what tech points really remind me of is when I was grinding on Destiny Islands. Just for fun, I would stay on Destiny Islands until I was at level 20. And you would gain that level just with tech points. Tech points in Kingdom Hearts 3 might be useful, but in the long run it's just like a boost in XP here and there. Alright, now if you've tried Unchained Key, we have around 5 keyblades, and these keyblades are upgradable. What if Kingdom Hearts 3 actually has upgradable keyblades? Not only would they level up, but their looks would also change, and that would be pretty neat. And that's what I actually loved about Unchained Key. It's pretty much something new to the series. Now keyblades usually in Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2 have specific abilities attached to them. We might get the same thing for Kingdom Hearts 3. However, what about shared abilities? Super glide, glide, high jump, air slide, quick run. What if by leveling up a specific keyblade the player would be able to obtain these abilities? Now that's something new and fresh, right? Since we won't be getting dry forms, we have 2 options. Either beat enemies, treasure chests, or obtain these abilities by leveling up keyblades. And no, I'm not saying the player would only be able to equip these abilities by equipping a specific keyblade. No, that would just suck. But I'm just saying, once you level up a keyblade, you gain the ability. That's it, that's all. So what would you guys love to see in Kingdom Hearts 3? What kind of leveling system do you expect for Kingdom Hearts 3? And apart from that, would you like to see another dive into the heart in Kingdom Hearts 3? If that were to happen, which character do you think would be involved in the tutorial? Now that's actually a pretty good question. If you come up with ideas or stuff like that, just mention it in the comments. And as usual, if you have other thoughts and concerns, leave them in the comments as well. And as usual, I've been Vivi, and thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch all of you next time.